And that is how we get down. What's good, everybody? Welcome into an F-Day Rant Wednesday here at the brand. As always, you guys continue to find us. It is amazing. We are live on the Stadium Network every single weekday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. We call this little show Coach and Company. Now, we've got a little housekeeping before I bring my boys in, but I can tell you this much, that I have berated them like any good leader would do before in our production meeting. They are sufficiently motivated today because yesterday was not our best day. Now, it happens in the world of sports betting. You don't run from it, but you have to be motivated the next day, and that's exactly what we are. We have several different shows here at the brand that we encourage you to watch on the Pro Wrestling Tip on our YouTube BTT style. We have the Coach and Bro Show and The Last Word. We encourage you to go watch that. By the way, we just announced that coming up in 2 weeks right here on the Stadium Network on Wednesdays. Yes, 2 weeks from today, the Coach and Bro will debut here on Stadium in the afternoon and in the evening. We'll, of course, tweet out the times as soon as me and the Stadium execs decide on a time. But we're very, very thrilled with that. All right, coming up in the next 15 minutes, we got our F-Day rants. Coming up in 30 minutes, we're talking 2 big elimination games tonight, but who will not be playing? That is the big question. And then in 45 minutes, are they really making my beloved Kansas City Chiefs travel on Thanksgiving? We'll discuss that. So much to get into. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, thank you for finding us. It is now time to beat the books. All right, we got best bets all over the board. Look who we have today. I love myself a little Rant Wednesday. Now, this man, he's our resident curmudgeon and the only 5-star chef in the game. Seabass, how you feeling today?
Morning, Coach. Morning, company. I'm tired today, Coach. I random closing at the restaurant last night, so head's a little bit foggy, but it's foggy outside too today. I don't know.
Very
It'll be all right.
interesting.
It'll be great.
I'm so glad that you could get up for little old us this morning on you were never going to miss a Rant Wednesday. You're never going to miss that. Yeah, it's your favorite day. Now, this man, I am shocked that he has shown his face this morning. The biggest, and I repeat, biggest Boston Celtics fan walking God's green earth. You know him from The Last Word. 32 years inside the WWE and a consummate Northeast handicapper. Please welcome to the show, Tommy C. Tommy, good morning.
Good morning, fellas. And Seabass, you want to talk about being a fog? I've been in a fog since Monday night. And if you know, you know, and I'll let you know in our rant. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Well, so far we've got 2 miserable human beings on the show. Can we make it 3 for 3? This guy, you're going to see him throughout the show as lines move because we're smack dab in the middle of the morning because they do move. We also have a show at 2 p.m. Eastern time called Weekday Wagers. But he's our numbers guy for a reason. Please say good morning to Rafael Esparza. Good morning, Rafael.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, family. This is a great day. It's a Wednesday, but I'm the only person when Tatum went down, I thought of Tommy, not Tatum. I was so mad for Tommy. I wanted to give Tommy a hug after Tatum was down.
You know, I think the audience did too because we had Last Word after it happened, and I said I'm not going to say anything, and we had our biggest audience we've ever had in the history of the show because I think they felt bad for Tommy. They wanted to support him, bring everybody, all those eyeballs. Didn't you feel that love, Tommy?
I felt it, especially from you, Coach. I always feel the love from you.
All right, we've got to get back on the horse because I know you boys, who only one of you was on the show yesterday, but you saw that atrocious recap screen that is not Coach and Company level. So let me come over to the man right next to me on the screen to get this day started. It's a bounce back Wednesday. Seabass, you're up first.
All right, Coach. We're going to start in the NBA tonight. We're going to take the Boston Celtics first quarter team total under 27.5 points. Under this number in 6 of their last 10 games and 2 of the 4 games against the Knicks. But this isn't even about Boston or Jason Tatum. It's more about the Knicks and their defense. They've held opposing teams under this number in 8 of their last 10 games in the playoffs. So give me the team total under 27.5 for Boston. Next up, we're going to go to baseball. Now, this one, my hit parlay, you want to get this one in early. It's a 1 p.m., 1:30 p.m. start time for the first player in this. Bryce Harper going up against Eric Fetty today. Put him to get a hit with Manny Machado. Bryce Harper is 11 of 22 versus Fetty, so 500 average. Great sample size there. If you missed this and you catching the replay later, go ahead, sub in Alec Baum in the second game against Sonny Gray for Bryce Harper. You get roughly the same odds. But in that second part of the parlay, Manny Machado, 9 of 20 versus Kyle Hendricks, another big sample size there. And he's batting 331 on the season. So put them both together for a little parlay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got a little distracted. I've got the big screen on over here on Amazon Prime, and I just noticed how miserable your faces look when blown up about 20 times on my TV screen. Both you, I mean, I literally had a picture, and I'm going to put it out on social media. I literally took a picture. That's how miserable you guys look on a big screen right now. Pick it up. Pick it up.
I was like,
you're teasing? All right, so I have a question for all of you. If you have the face that I'm looking at with Big Tommy C over here on my big screen, and as miserable as we know that he is going into a Game 5 at home without your guy who's out for a year, what would be the one bet that you would imagine would fit perfectly with a human being in that predicament?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking anybody. Not everybody. Don't everybody speak at once.
I thought can I just give that play out?
No, he didn't. He hasn't done it yet. That's what I'm saying. This is so on brand for Tommy. I could have literally picked in with my eyes closed today and been like, that's going to be what Tommy plays today. Yep. Oh, he's in his comfort zone. Tommy C, what's your best bet today, sir?
Okay, fellas, I'm taking the Celtics and Knicks. I'm taking the total points, 207.5 minus 110. Big Tommy C note, 10 of the last 15 games, the playoff game the Celtics have played, have been under the total points. Hopefully this game stays close tonight. We will see.
I have never heard somebody with less effort and joy give out a best bet in my life. In my life. This is entertaining in real time. We're watching hearts break in real time all over the sports betting universe. Oh, my goodness. Poster child for fandom. Leave it at the door. Let's go. All right. Oh, my God. I love not having a dog in the fight. I love not having a dog in the fight. All right.
Makes it so much better.
Gentlemen, because he's always looking out for the team. He's always looking out for the crew. We have a couple of plays from our man Big Chuck, the best soccer capper in all of the land. See if I can do this in less than 30 seconds. All right, we've got the Netherlands, PSV, and Heracles. Pronounced Heracles. He says first half over 2. PSV matches average 1.8 first half goals at home. So play that. Then La Liga, Real Madrid, and Mallorca, both teams to score. This play is cashed in 7 of Real Madrid's last 10 matches. Thank you to Big Chuck for always taking care of the team, even on the days that you are off. All right, Rafael, big boy, I'm coming over to you. Also, I need to know quickly, because it's early in the show, has anything changed with the Celtics tonight now that we know that Jason Tatum is out with that torn Achilles?
A little shocked that BetMGM's the only book that has a total at 207.5. Everyone moved it to 208 about 10, 15 minutes ago. I think the three-pointers are going to hit for Boston. I wouldn't be shocked if they win this game tonight at home. But I think Jaylen Brown's numbers have been just going through the roof. His last 2 games before Tatum got hurt, his average prop was 22.5 points. Now they're 25.5. And 13 out of those 15 games he has played all have gone under 25.5. So he needs a really big game.
I'm just going to let all that wash over you right now. Just all the knowledge, all the educate and entertain. And for some reason, I keep getting distracted over here. All right. You guys know we have incredible partnerships that we tend to add to by the month. Stadium, great partner. Love you. Also, we have a new website that so many of you have trusted us to be a part of. And we have plays from their model every single day. And we have arrived at that time. Our man Mark, and you never know what he has to say. So before we do that, though, I'm coming right back. See what I did? The duck and weave. I'm trying to teach myself how to pivot on a dime. Because, Raphael, if you thought for a single solitary second that I was not going to allow you to make your plays right now, you don't know me at all. I'm coming right back to you.
I was hoping you were going to forget me, so in a production meeting afterwards, I can say, how did the show go, coach? And then I can say, hey, you missed me during the plays, but I congratulate you on the comeback. My first play, Buddy Hield over 13.5 points, minus 1 field. Buddy, please have a good game. That's right, Buddy from the greatest Christmas movie. He's hit this prop at 4 out of 5 games. The only game he didn't hit it, he missed it by 1 free throw that he missed at the end of the game. He could hit this 5 straight. I think Buddy Hield has a really big game for Golden State. And then it's the fathers in baseball. Give me the San Diego Padres minus a half, minus 125, first 5. Yesterday we cashed on Kyle Freeland Day. We always cash on Patrick Corbin Day. So I'm calling it cash on Kyle Hendricks Day. Kyle Hendricks is awful for the Angels. His average fastball is 84 to 80 miles per hour his last 2 games. The Padres, or I say the fathers, are going to hit him hard really quick, really early.
Little nugget yesterday because I have the Angels are playing the Padres and they lost last night 6-4. So we have Angels radio because Peyton's dad has the main show and he does the pregame show for the Angels. Do you know that the Padres had to cut off season tickets at 25,000 and they have a waiting list now for season tickets and every game is sold out? It's one of the most astonishing turns for a major league team ever. They've had to cut off. They could sell 40,000 if they wanted to, but they want random people to be able to come to the game. All right. Now I have sufficiently thrown all of you off, so hopefully I have your attention. So now, Mark actually is going to come on now. What is our JTS play of the day?
Coach, we are dialing up a duo that is absolutely ready for prime time. We're talking about, first up, Evan Rodriguez of the Florida Panthers. And tonight, he's not just chasing pucks, he's chasing props. We're taking his over 1.5 shots on goal. And with 11 hits in his last 15 and 3 of his last 4 in the playoffs, Rodriguez is firing away. With Florida expected to get extra power play time in this game, he should be on the ice more than a Disney on Ice understudy. Then we're going to shift to the Garden, where Josh Hart of the Knicks is out to prove he's got more range than Mariah Carey. We're taking him over 1-3. We just need him to hit 1-3. That's it. He's hit this in 6 of his last 7. And he's shooting over 30% from deep against Boston. He's been money, 6 of 8 on the road. And with the Celtics locking in on Brunson, Hart's getting those no one told me I'd be this open kind of looks. Put them both together for plus 121, Justin Stat Sports, play of the day.
There you go. You guys know what time it is. The QR code's on the screen. Download it. Use that code BTT30. And we're going to give you 30 days for free. You can come check out the entire website, the cappers, the model, the edges, put every that you can in your toolbox. Raphael, did we cash a ticket this morning there?
Yes, we did. We counted 4 jokes, and we didn't even count the opening because it wasn't really funny, so we just went 4 jokes.
Wow. We even discounted a non-funny joke and still cashed the over. Crazy. And if you laddered it, you got the over 3.5 too.
Yep. The Nerfy cashed on that too.
Wow. Why'd you have to do that?
You just said that, Raphael.
Why'd you have to do that? I was in a great mood.
You threw me off earlier.
Well, I didn't know we were going to have a 90-second dissertation on Jaylen Brown's tickets and numbers. Look at all these frozen smile faces over there. I'm having a good time today. Today's an F day. Today's an F day. And American Airlines, I love you, but you are in my sight. Oh, no. Oh,
Video time.
Give it to us.
We don't. I'll have to do it on the other side, but a text just came through, and it does say video, and it is from the youngest member of our team. That's the tease. When we come back on the other side, I'm going to open this video in real time, and everybody, and I mean everybody, will watch this in real time. But still to come, our F-Day rants. Howie Schwab, thinking about you, pal. Also, at the bottom of the hour, we got 2 big closeout games tonight. How will the Knicks handle the Celtics on the road to get to face the Pacers? All coming up. It's a glorious Wednesday. Coach and Company right here on Stadium. All right, you degenerates who have found our brand new YouTube page, we continue on here through the break. And Raphael, let me start with you because Donovan Mitchell, who came back last night from injury, had a great game, but said afterwards, we let down the city. How big of a disappointment that the Cavs lose 4-1 as the number 1 seed?
Very disappointed because they had really, really high hopes being the number one seed. Everyone thought they were at least going to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. I talked to my boy Nick Camino over in Cleveland yesterday, and he said the city was just devastated after the loss. It was worse than when LeBron used to lose on it because they had such high hopes to at least making it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Seabass, D. Mitchell, 35 and 9 rebounds last night out of 105 points. This was very disappointing, but a lot of injuries for the Cavs too.
Yeah, they were missing a lot of players early in the series, but this is what I expected from the Cavaliers. Yes, they had a great regular season, number one seed overall, but inexperienced in the playoffs as a team. I didn't think they were going to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. I didn't think they were going to lose 4-1 to Indiana and blow a couple of 20-point leads there. But it is. I mean, it's devastating for the city. They're looking to move past LeBron. I thought it would have been great to get, to the Eastern Conference Finals or a championship without LeBron because it kind of just puts him out of the way there and they become their own city again.
It's always kind of the big elephant in the room, isn't it, Tommy?
Yes, it is, Coach. And see the difference between the regular season and playoffs. Look, everybody had the Cavs going into the finals, no matter what. Even even better than the Celtics, and they had a banner year. But they lost 4-1, 4-1, and I know they had injuries. That's the one of the biggest ball drops. Besides, if my boys drop it tonight, but that is huge. That is huge.
And maybe if you're the NBA players, don't vote Tyrese Halliburton as the most overrated player in the NBA. Maybe you might have motivated him just a little bit. He had 31 last night, dropped it on your head, and he is a great point guard. So let's stop with the nonsense. Stop with the nonsense. All right, Raphael, are you going to have anything for me top of two? Yes? You got something for me?
Stuff for you.
Okay, so producer man, we're going to two-shot, and then the other two, get ready. I need you to bring it strong today because it is an F-Day Rant Wednesday right here, back in 5 seconds. Okay, welcome back. This is Coach and Company live on the Stadium Networks. We are now available in over 110 million homes every single weekday. Also, if you would like your voice or your name to be heard on national television, you can watch on our YouTube channel, and you can be a part of it via a super sticker anytime that you so choose. Now, on Wednesdays, we always get to a very special segment. However, before we get to that, I need to know if we have anything updated throughout the sports wedding world. Let's bring back in our numbers guy, Raphael.
Player props for the Knicks game. Jalen Brunson. Everyone loves his prop. It opened up at 27.5. Now it's 28.5, and they're telling me he could probably go to 29.5 before it tips the ball out tonight. So keep an eye out for his total points scored. And in hockey, not much love for Toronto at home. Everyone's on the other side. Florida money coming in as we speak. So it's going to be very interesting as I think the Maple Leafs can be right at home and get a home W.
Very good. Boy, 1.5 for Brunson. That's a big movement. That's big.
Yeah, especially for this time, which 10:18 Eastern Standard Time. Normally player prop moves don't move until like 11:12. So a whole point moving already. That's something happened.
And I'm sure DG and the boys will have any line movement from there on weekday wagers later today at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, Raphael, as always, thank you. Now, you're going to stick around for our rants today because, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you just got to get things off your chest, and it can make a normal day turn into an F day.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to the first F day. Welcome to the first F day. Pardon me.
Howie Schwab, how we miss him and that voice and that just, man, it's another day, damn it, and I got to get through it. All right, for those of you who are trying us out for the very first time, we do rants on Wednesdays because sometimes you just have those days. We try to keep them sports related if we can, but we have very loose rules in this little game we call Rant Wednesday. So I'm staring at three faces, and I'm trying to figure out what the flow is going to be. So I feel like we should start with the bad news first and then work our way down. So we found out, all kidding aside, Jason Tatum, after over 40 points, takes a step and tears his Achilles. Awful injury, and it sucks for sports fans and Celtics fans around the world. But for really hardcore Celtics fans, it sucks a little bit worse. Tommy, what are you ranting on today?
I'm ranting on my Boston Celtics, Coach. I woke up this morning. I congested and I have a headache. And I'm wondering if that's because I'm watching the game tonight is going to be either very happy for me or very sad. Now, here's my deal. I don't want the blue and orange celebrating on the parquet floor. This would be a travesty in the history of this big franchise, especially the New York Knicks. We do not want the Knicks celebrating. This will be the biggest ball drop in history of Boston Celtics, of this rich franchise, to have the Knicks play them in the playoffs and the Celtics only win in one game. This is a travesty. After you win the championship the year before, it'll be one of the biggest ball drops of ever in the Celtics history. So I'm begging the Celtics to come out hot tonight and just score it up and stop Brunson. Because if you stop Brunson, you stop Celtics. Mikal Bridges will not beat the Celtics. OG will not beat the Celtics. The only one's going to beat the Celtics is the Celtics are going to beat the Celtics. That's what would happen. No blue and orange celebration tonight on the parquet floor.
Hey, Tommy, we only got 60 minutes, big dog. We only got 60 minutes.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Anybody else you would like to name of the 24 players suiting out tonight? We just named 13 of them. All right. Now, it's quite all right. I understand the passion. All right. Now, I'm looking down on my list and leave it to my resident numbers guy to look at a $29.99 announcement yesterday and be inspired as ESPN announces that will be the price for their new direct-to-consumer app. Raphael, what are you ranting on today?
Yesterday was brought to our attention that it was going to cost us over $1,500 to watch every NFL game. And then ESPN $29.99 with their new streaming program. That's not even counting my Apple TV to watch all MLS games and my DAZN to watch some crappy boxing lately. But Sportsbook, this is directly to you. If you want us to sign up and do that $5 match up to $100, how about if I open up an account, put $5, you pay one of my streaming services. You give me for 6 months. You need my Amazon streaming service or my Netflix streaming service for 6 months for the whole football season. Why not? As if I'm signing up to your book, that means I'm going to use your book during football season. I don't want the $100 bonuses that's going to take me 2 months to get my money out because of all the threshold that you have to put on it. Pay one of my streaming services. How about that? I'm tired of paying for all these streaming services. Or how about why don't you just combine them?
All right, I'm going to be honest because I run the show. So far, we're 0 for 2. Just going to put it on Front Street. We're 0 for 2. Now, I'm going to go next, the flow. And you guys know me. I normally would never complain about traveling to a PGA Tour event. I know it's first world problems, but American Airlines, Dallas, Fort Worth, we got issues. I should have known on Tuesday of last week when young Peyton said, "Oh, my Wi-Fi just went out. The electricity," because he lives in Dallas, Fort Worth. So we take off from Orange County, and we're delayed a little bit, 35 minutes, no big deal. I look at my app. I'm landing at 8:22. My connection, 8:23. Oh, my God, thank you. But then we get stuck on the tarmac because of weather where? Stay with me, Dallas, Fort Worth. We land in Dallas, Fort Worth. They go, "Oh, we're going to have to sit here because it's first come, first serve." This is not an ice cream shop. There were 52 planes sitting there to get to their door. But I'm looking at my connection. They keep pushing it back. I'm good to go. We're an hour delayed. Sweet. And then that couple with the 3 kids, when you get to your gate, first come, first serve, and they come and stand beside you, one of the rare times I'm not in first class, by the way. And as I get off the plane, every second counted because I stepped off the plane, looked to my left, 8:22 was shutting the door. Or 8:23, I should say. I get confused because I was walking out of 8:22. And I yelled, and everything slowed down. "No!" She turns and looks at me and says, "I'm sorry. We got to close at 15 minutes before takeoff." I said, "What? 15 minutes before takeoff was an hour and a half ago." They wouldn't open the door. And alas, your boy had to stand in line on a 1-800 number to get somebody. But alas, the gods were looking down. As I got on the next flight, I got upgraded to first class. So everything was right with the world. American Airlines, at the end of the day, we're good. Don't close the door again. Sorry, I've been waiting. I've been waiting over a week to get that off my chest. All right. Now, I'm seeing a lot of memes. I'm seeing a lot of videos. I'm seeing a lot of things coming through my algorithm about the Dallas Mavericks. Shocking the world. 1.8% chance to get the number 1 pick, and they do it? Seabass. Oh, my resident curmudgeon. What are you ranting on today?
Well, Coach, just that. The NBA lottery and kind of maybe the NBA itself. I'm not the biggest conspiracy theorist. In fact, I don't believe in them at all. But I need the NBA to stop playing in our faces. You are pulling the strings. You are setting these things up so that you can get what you want, where you need, where you feel you need in the market. It's all LeBron and the Cavs getting the number 1 lottery pick to get him back to Cleveland. Then we've got Yama going to San Antonio. And now the NBA is playing with natural selection, Darwinism, and evolution by giving Dallas this number 1 pick. They're trying to create the ultimate basketball player. You got Paige Beckers that just went to the Wings. Now you're going to get the number 1 pick, and you got Cooper Flagg, and you're going to create the greatest white basketball player of all time. And the NBA is pulling the strings to make this happen, and I'm tired of it. Just admit to us that you are controlling everything behind the scenes, and this is the way you want things to work out. I think we'd all be okay with it if you just admit to it and tell us, instead of letting us just think, oh, 1.8%. So lucky that Dallas gets the number 1 pick this year. I don't buy it. I'm tired. Just tell us. Just tell us this is what you want to happen.
Saw a couple of people, and by the way, the video, I've had to send it to our people in the lab to make sure it was good. We're going to play at the top of the C's coming up in about 5 minutes. I can't believe what you guys are going to watch. But in the meantime, I have heard from people in the room, Raphael, that they were literally talking about this way before the broadcast even started. And it makes all the sense in the world if you're a conspiracy theorist that all these things had to be put in place and that Dallas was talking privately to the NBA. Where's the text? Where's the emails? Where's the phone? We should be able to find out if we wanted to, Raphael.
See, I don't believe in this. It is what it is. I don't believe it's a fix. We don't know how Cooper Flagg is going to be in the pros. We've seen a lot of flops in all sports with the number 1 pick. So I'm not saying, and Dallas is really not that big of an NBA market. Now, if you went to the Knicks, Lakers, Celtics, yeah, give me something like that. But with the Dallas Mavericks, I just don't see them winning a ship anytime soon.
It's the greatest city in the country to live in. What do you mean? You got Kyrie Irving, you got Anthony Davis. This could be like the big 3.
Say those names again to me.
Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving.
Oh, is that their injured reserve list? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was the injured reserve list.
You can't say injured reserve anymore. It's just the injured list.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
Get it right. Evolve 2025. Hey, Big Tommy, over. Do you think now you and I work for Vince McMahon for a long time. Nothing can't be written. Would this be the craziest thing?
Yes, it would be the craziest thing. Listen, guys, 1.8% of getting the number 1 pick, that's the biggest work of all time. The biggest work of all time.
They had to win that coin flip first.
It's bananas.
Yes.
Apparently, the guy from the Mavericks, or one of them, when they were sitting on that number 6, he goes, hey, 7's going to come. It had to fall in a certain way because everything's protected. There's all these rules. Apparently, they were calling it before the balls came out, before the picks came out. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Also, by the way, Seabass, I need you to mentally prepare yourself because Young Lettuce, it might be his best work yet. It was his birthday yesterday, right?
2 days ago, actually.
2 days ago. 2 days ago.
I'm expecting something good.
Yeah. He is now 16 years old. No, I'm kidding. All right, coming up on the other side, we hoop it up. We got 2 big games tonight. Also, what does young Peyton have to say? Oh, you don't want to miss that. This is Coach and Company live on a Rant Wednesday on Stadium. All right, as the WNBA season gets underway, we are steadily reminded that even though their participants love to talk trash, Seabass, about how we're going to hold out and we need more money, but yet actively owners are trying to get rid of this cash cow loser. And the latest is Mohegan Sun. They hired an accounting firm to put the numbers together to try to either move the team or sell the team because they play their games. I mean, this is Tommy's favorite spot is Mohegan Sun, and he's got to drive an hour and a half to get there. Yeah. Seabass, when are we going to learn WNBA, these teams lose money?
We already learned that they lose money. They've been losing money for 12 years or however long the league's been around. But people still go. People want to see it. It's an avenue for these women to play. And they got to figure something else out. I think with the influx of stars that we're getting in the WNBA now from Caitlin Clark and, yes, Angel Reese, Paige Beckers now, what's the other girl? Haley Van Lith. You got Juju Watkins who's going to be coming. I think there's a chance for the league not to be lucrative, but at least to maybe break even at some point.
Well, that'd be a great business model. Hey, guys, let's hope to break even. Tommy, are these tickets, because you go to Mohegan Sun all the time, you're one of the head DJs at Mohegan Sun. Are they giving away tickets with the hotel rooms?
I've got a couple of offers, complimentary tickets all the time for WNBA games because I gamble, I do roulette, and my wife gets them also. So, yes, they give away a lot of tickets. But I've been up there a couple of times when the game's been going on. They get pretty nice crowds. So I don't know if most of it's complimentary or this last minute people say, hey, let's go watch WNBA or not. But I definitely think they are not breaking even, Coach.
True story, years ago, Bon Jovi was starting one of their tours at Mohegan Sun, so they were already booked there, had a huge snowstorm. Remember this, Tommy? Huge blizzard. It shut down all the highways. So Bon Jovi decided whoever was in the building, they would just do a practice concert. It was the start of their tour. So you'd be walking through the hallways, and all of a sudden, hey, you want to go walk in here? Just walk in and sit down and watch Bon Jovi for free. It was the most incredible thing ever for those people who actually got there. We're back in 5 seconds. All right, welcome back. This is Coaching Company having a great day. It's a Rant Day, F Day episode live here on the Stadium Network. We are past the bottom of the hour. If you're just joining us, you can watch us wherever Stadium is. Amazon Prime Video, DirecTV, YouTube TV, Roku, Vizio, LG. You know what time it is. Available in over 100 million homes because that's simply what we do. 2 weeks from today, one of our other shows, the Coach and Bro Show, debuts right here on Stadium every Wednesday afternoon. You do not want to miss that. Now, I've got to bring my boys back in real quick before we get to Hoop It Up because I received a video. And on Tuesdays, for those of you who, oh, wait, what did Nate just say? Seabass. Nate G says, was Seabass just reading names out of the phone at the break? Do you have a WNBA phone book?
I'm just referring to just nobody knows who these people are anyway. But, yeah. Yeah, I do. I got to put some of a poster right here behind me.
Angel Reese is number one.
Yeah. The youngest member of our team, young Peyton, King Lettuce. Call him what you want. He is strong. And we do a little thing called the prize fight every single Tuesday between Peyton and Soupy. Well, let me roll this video, and I'm sure you'll figure out who actually got the dub on Tuesday night. Producer man, if you don't mind.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Peyton. Make a wish.
Beat Soupy. I hate that guy.
A few moments later.
Oh. Oh, shoot! It was so close to landing. Let's go to the replay. Let's go to the replay. Oh, man. Oh. It's okay. He's got another shot. That was only the first inning. Here he is. There you go. Oh, a swing and a miss. Oh, Soupy. Oh, another prize fight win.
Wow. He even involved his award-winning former host of Blind Date father, Roger Lodge, in the making of said video. Got to come over to my boy, Seabass. Your reaction, please.
That was great. That might be the best one we've seen yet. However, I'm trying to figure out why he's I mean, you turned 21, kid. Why are we sitting like a 4-year-old in front of the cake? arms in front of the cake.
You never outgrow the cake with the candles.
Man, where's the beer?
Oh,
Where's the shot? Something.
oh my gosh. Oh, and to see, did you guys? I love that kid so much, Tommy. It's almost like he's giving us a shot of energy. Like I laugh every time I
Yeah.
see him.
I'm telling you, the babyface assassin. But he pissed me off because he showed Judge striking out. So I didn't like that part of the video.
he doesn't care about friends around here. He lives on
No.
his own island.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
All right, real quick, Raphael, we got any line movement on stuff?
Golden State money coming in. This one at 10 got bet all the way up to 11, and now BetMGM 10.5, and pretty much everyone else has 10.5. So we could see minus 10 again on Golden State.
All right, very good. All right, it's time to break things down. A little segment we like to call Hoop It Up. All right, 2 games tonight, and they have kind of a weird feel to them. You know what I mean? And Seabass, as we start the Knicks and the Celtics, you've got 2 superstars out, Steph Curry for Golden State, and now, unfortunately, horrible news that Jason Tatum, after over 40 points in game number 4, he takes that step, tears his Achilles. I'll be honest with you. I've never seen somebody who tore their Achilles writhe in pain that much. That's why I thought it was a calf or an ankle or something, but he is now out, surgery yesterday, and it really changes the entire tone. Yet, the Celtics at BetMGM still laying 4.5 minus 110. Is that number simply too high?
Coach, I think personally it's too high. Jason Tatum is the heart and soul of that team, and without him, I don't know how they get it done. Jaylen Brown is not a slouch by any stretch of the imagination and can control games and take over when he needs to. We haven't really seen it a lot so far in the playoffs. Porzingis is not doing much. I don't know how they get that done. I'm trying to put it together in my head, but Brunson, Anunoby, and Cat, this is a big game, and they're at home. I don't see him getting it done, though.
Mark from JTS in the chat says that the model over at Just the Stat Sports has the Knicks on the money line, which is plus 150 currently, or the over at 208. And the thing is, I heard Drew Holiday, who his number is 11.5 tonight, and I heard him after the game. And he talked about the game for about 20 seconds, and then he talked about Jason Tatum, hoping he's okay, how he is the heartbeat of this team. And normally you don't have to question, Tommy, motivation for an NBA team. But when you're staring down the barrel of having to win 3 straight games, just keep your season going without having your guy that can go off for 40 at any point, that's got to be unbelievably mentally draining and debilitating. And right now, I agree with the model. I would take the Knicks on the money line, all kidding aside, because I think the Celtics will really struggle to emotionally get up for this game.
Yeah, you know what? The biggest part of this game tonight, Coach, is the first quarter. We're going to see how the Celtics come out, if they're aggressive or they're tentative or they just don't feel like playing or whatever the deal, and they're still, over Jason Tatum. The first quarter is the biggest part of this game where you're going to see whether they're going to fight this whole thing through, and Jaylen Brown's going to carry him through this, and Porzingis needs to step up big time. So we'll see what happens in the first quarter. It's very important for the Celtics tonight to get off big time.
I love the Big Tommy Nuggets here on the show every single Wednesday. Now, Seabass, as I look at some player props, and to me, when I play props, especially in a playoff game, I like to go to straight points. I don't like to mix things up. I don't like to put things together. And right now, Jalen Brunson is 27.5 juice to the over at minus 118. But the Jaylen Brown, who Raphael has brought up to keep an eye on throughout the hour, his number is 26.5 at even money. Those would be the 2 guys that I would lean into to have big games tonight.
100%. Jalen Brunson is going to do everything in his power to close this series out tonight. We talk about heartbeats of a team. He is the guy that makes the New York Knicks go. And if it's anywhere close in the fourth quarter, the ball's not going to go anywhere but to Jalen Brunson. So I like his number a lot. Jaylen Brown has just been so streaky to me, and I know Tatum's out. He's going to be relied on a lot more. I just don't know that he gets to that number. It seems like a big number for him.
It really, really does. And Tommy, one guy that's very much under the radar that had a gigantic game 3 and that's the Sixth Man of the Year, Peyton Pritchard. And I love to target numbers of guys that maybe we're not thinking about, that maybe we're not talking about. And Peyton Pritchard at 12.5, but very juicy at -150. So the reason I bring that up is that sometimes at certain books, you can put props in a parlay, and when you have juice that's that high for a player that you really like, Tommy, it's a really good parlay piece, and I think Pritchard would be that tonight.
Oh, big time. I mean, he helped win the game on Saturday. This kid plays hard. He can shoot. He plays defense. Man, I tell you, I would have a really good time seeing him start tonight because what's his name? The defensive guy. I can't think of his name right now.
For the Celtics?
White. Yeah, you just talked about him. I can't even think of his name right now.
White, Brown.
Holiday.
No. Holiday, that's it.
Oh, Holiday. Got it.
His defense has not been great in these games. I don't know if I know he was hurt a little bit, but his defense has not been great in the game. And the other big factor, coach, is Jaylen Brown has to stop being a turnover machine. The dude can't dribble. He's a max guy, and he loses the ball at really bad times. He's a turnover machine. He cannot do that tonight.
Let's flip it over to our second game tonight. And I think I'm going to need the whole day to really get, because I'm the type of fan that I get hyped when I think about the stars performing when the lights are the brightest. And in this series, Steph Curry the other day, one of the saddest scenes I've ever seen as a sports fan. They had a camera. I don't know if you saw this, Seabass. They had a camera in the tunnel when the Golden State Warriors were doing their put the hand in the middle break thing. Steph Curry was standing there in his street clothes. They do it. They run out. And they keep the camera on him, and he just kind of waves like this. And I was like, a superstar, 35-plus years of age, and this has got to be the most mentally difficult thing that Steph Curry with a bad hammy has gone through. And now they've got to figure it out tonight, down 3-1, getting 10.5. I never thought I would say a double-digit line in the NBA is too low, but I think this one's too low. I think the T-Wolves roll tonight.
I didn't see that video, and it is tough to look at because, again, Robert, this is my theme for the day, Coach. Heartbeats.
I like it.
Steph is that guy for them. And when they made that trade for Jimmy Butler, that whole team, the mentality just changed and it switched up, and I thought we were going to see something really special throughout these playoffs, and we still might. I don't think the number's too low. I think they come out and compete. Excuse me. Golden State had a chance to win that game the other night, and they let it slip away late in the fourth quarter without Steph. They were able to keep it close. They were up in that game at one particular point. So I do think they have a chance. I don't think that number is too high for them.
And the total is 202.5, which means that the books, Tommy, including BetMGM, do not feel like we will have an offensive explosion. And Golden State, without Steph Curry, has proven difficult to score. In fact, when I look at the numbers as far as the props are concerned, the Ant-Man at 27.5, my gut is this is going to be one of those 95-82 games, and that Anthony Edwards won't even be asked to score 28. I would fade him tonight, and I would fade Jimmy Butler 25.5, who's proven he simply cannot score very much in this series.
Yeah, he's had a rough series. I think Ant-Man wants to end this tonight. I disagree. I think Ant-Man's going to go off tonight. He wants to really put the nail in the coffin on this team. He knows Steph Curry's not playing at all. He wants to end this right now, and I think he's going to play his ass off tonight and just score all over the place. Again, Butler is kind of shied away from the ball. It's like he's not been aggressive at all, and Draymond is Draymond. He does what he has to do. And it's going to be a tough road for the Golden State Warriors to get back in this thing big time.
All right, real quick, Raphael just said the over money is coming in on this game. This total will close at 203 or higher. So if you like the total and you want to bet the over, you need to do it right now because this thing will only go up courtesy of our numbers guy, Raphael. All right, gentlemen, on the other side, the disrespect that has been shown to my Kansas City Chiefs. After everything Patrick Mahomes and my Kansas City Chiefs have done for the NFL and their fandom the last several years. What am I talking about? I'll tell you on the other side. This is Coach and Company. We are live as always on Stadium. All right, we continue here on our YouTube page. And Rafael, my man, we got news yesterday that several players are being removed from one list and put onto another list to now be eligible to be inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. And your old friend Pete Rose is on that list.
I know, and a lot of people are going to be angry right now. He should not be in the Hall of Fame. He has admitted he bet on baseball. If he bet on football, basketball, hockey, horse racing, I don't care. But when you bet on a sport you are playing, you should not be in the Hall of Fame. You should be suspended for life. I don't agree with this. He literally told me he bet on baseball. Literally told me. I don't care. They should be able to bet on any sport besides the sport they're playing with.
Raphael, I believe 1985 called. They would like their take back. Seabass, your reaction to Raphael's venom?
I'm shocked by this. Actually, listen, if he didn't bet on the Reds to lose or whatever other team he might have been played out through his career, I don't see the issue. But the ban was for life. He's dead. The ban is over now. Put him in.
That's a great point.
He's not going to be able to appreciate it, which is unfortunate because I do feel he does belong in the Hall of Fame. All of his memorabilia and everything he ever did is in the Hall of Fame. The only thing that's not there is a bronze bust of him in the Hall of Fame. I think it's great.
Tommy, your thoughts on this?
I think he should be in the Hall of Fame. The guy changed the game, the way he played and hustled, and that moron Rob Manfred doing it now. It just makes no sense at all. It's ridiculous, and it's a slap in the face to Pete Rose's family and everything. He should be in the Hall of Fame. Enough with the BS.
4,000 hits. And I don't like to pat myself on the back, but an all-state baseball player myself. And you just can't make those hits up, Raphael.
No.
He really had 4,000 hits.
But how are you going to teach these kids now who are betting on their sports?
Well, come on.
No, I'm sorry. You bet on your team that you were
Kids
managing.
what?
No, I'm
Calvin
sorry.
Ridley
They know
got
they
like
can't
a
bet on their
one-season
team.
suspension.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
my God.
Me and my VCR are correct on this.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, I've heard it all. Pete Rose teaching the kids of today if he was still alive. We're back live in 5 seconds.
That guy.
All right, welcome back, everybody. This is Coach and Company. We are live on the Stadium Network nationwide in over 110 million homes. If you weren't here at the top of the hour, it's okay. We're having a bounce back rant Wednesday, F day, whatever you want to call it. We'll have our best bets coming up in about 7 minutes. But gentlemen, as the person who navigates this ship, the disrespect that I felt as the leading voice of Kansas City National Chiefs fans the world over when I got this little Big Tommy, what do you call it, a Big Tommy C nugget?
Fun fact.
Fun fact. So this was a fun fact yesterday for Chiefs fans, that they would have to travel, yes, travel on Thanksgiving, Seabass. Now, it's not a far flight. It's only about an hour from KCI to Dallas-Fort Worth, but you still got to book it. You still got to stay in a hotel. You still got to go either to the $150 buffet or go to a wing stop that's open after 4 p.m. But you got to travel to Dallas, Texas to play on Thanksgiving Day. Is that not disrespectful to Patrick Mahomes, the face of the league?
No, it's not disrespectful. We all know that for the last 5 million years, Dallas gets a home game on Thanksgiving. And it just happens to be the Chiefs this year, trying to get the audience, right? They want to bring it in. But listen, they're not worried about Wingstop. Coach, it's a short flight, like you just said. If they got the early game, I know it's not the primetime game because Dallas doesn't play the primetime game. They can get in and back home and be eating turkey at their dining room table if they really want to. It's not that big of a deal. It's going to be fine. It's going to be okay. You want parity in the league, that's how you do it. You put the big dogs, send them on the road. Show us how great you really, really are.
So one of my boys is dead to me. Tommy C., what about you?
Hey, look, it's the Kansas City Chiefs. They want the ratings. I'm sure it's on free TV, and they want the ratings, and they want to see Mahomes and Prescott go at it. It could be a really good game. I don't think it's a big deal to anybody that your Kansas City Chiefs got to travel to Dallas. Oh, you poor little baby.
I don't know what's sillier, you saying that take or you saying free TV. Have you seen how much we got to pay to watch the NFL this year? Are we serious right now?
I meant
$1,500?
I meant
So-
like on Fox or
I
CBS.
understand what you meant.
I know.
I understand how my wallet took it. So both of you were taking your takes out of it. All kidding aside, I do like how the NFL leaks out these bigger games, the primetime games. Have you ever seen, though, I never thought we'd see a day where all 5 days are in play. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. But Seabass, the Eagles better get used to their weeks being weird because they are throwing the Eagles on every day of the week, which is going to be an incredible scenario to watch them navigate 8 days off, then 4, then 10. It's going to be really weird for them.
Yeah, when you're the top team in the league or one of the top teams in the league, when you're trying to, again, bring them back down to the mix so we have competitive parity, right? That's what the NFL is all about these days. You got to throw those wrenches into the plans.
Into the works, yes.
Yeah, mix it up a little bit.
All right. I might get over it. Real quick, we bring Raphael back in. We've got some line movement with the NBA quickly. Raphael, what do you got for me?
Celtics money line. This was open up at -170. And line like 4.5, the money line should be like -175. Some shops now have -190. BetMGM has 185. No one wants the points. They just want the Celtics to win this game. We can -190 or higher on the Celtics money line by tip-off.
Get in right now if you're going to play the Celtics on the money line. That is the translation. More on that line movement coming up at 2 p.m. Eastern time today on Weekday Wagers right here on our YouTube channel. All right, it's time to really get down to business. We've got a lot of best bets that we cannot wait for. So it's time to lock it in. I am going to start this one with Big Chuck throwing in 2 plays for us, even though he's not even on the show. Netherlands, PSV, and Heracles, first half over 2. For PSV matches, they average 1.8 first half goals at home. Then in La Liga, Real Madrid, Mallorca, both teams to score. This is cashed in 7 of the last 10 matches for Real Madrid. All right, Seabass, coming over to you. What do you like today?
Today, we're going to go to that Boston Knicks game, and we're going to take Boston first quarter team total under 27.5 points. They've only did this in the last 2 games. The Knicks, their defense has just been solid, only allowed 2 games in their last 10 in the playoffs to go over that total in the first quarter. And then my 2-get-a-hit parlay, Bryce Harper, Manny Machado, both got great matchups today. Put them together, both to get a hit for a nice little payday.
All right, Big Tommy C, give me the most boring bet in the history of boring bets. You're up.
I got the Celtics and Knicks under the total points of 207.5 -110. I think in order for the Celtics to win this game tonight, it really has to stay close because Tatum is not there giving you 30 points. I'm taking the under.
Raphael, coming over to you, big boy.
We're going to NBA first. Give me Buddy Hield over 13.5 points, -105. He's hit this one on 3 out of 4 in his only game. He missed a free throw. We could have went 4 for 4 on this prop bet, but he'll cash it tonight. And in baseball, the Padres, first 5 -0.5, -125, because today is Kyle Hendricks Day. When you throw an average fastball of 84 to 85 miles per hour, Tatis is going to be all over him early. I'll take the Padres first 5.
All right, and we have an incredible partnership with JTS. Mark, what is our JTS play of the day?
We're going to start with Evan Rodriguez, Florida Panthers, to take him over 1.5 shots on goal. He's cleared this in 11 of his last 15 and 3 of his last 4 playoff matchups. We're going to pair that with Josh Hart of the New York Knicks to get 1 3-pointer made today. He's shooting over 30% from deep, and with Tatum's injury, a Celtics collapsing defense, expect Hart to have a lot of clean looks from the corner. Pair them both together, and we get a +121, just Stat Sports play of the day.
And you guys know what time it is. Download that QR code. Part of what we're doing. BTT30 is the code. You get 30 days for absolute freedom. And then you'll be playing with house money. Raphael, make me smarter.
Hey, Coach, because we're all going to cash. The Toronto Maple Leafs are 11-1 in their last 12 home games. Can someone please tell me why they're underdogs tonight at home?
Oh, is that a rhetorical question?
Yeah, it was just out to the world. I just don't understand.
Well, tonight, after last night's 3-1 debacle, tonight we're tied 2-2. Raphael. It's at 7 o'clock, and then you got Edmonton and you have Vegas at 9:30. Which one are you going to watch? Are they choking?
I'm going to watch Vegas choke it away, and then we can finally get the Strip back to normal because there'll be no more hockey on the Strip.
Seabass, have you ever wondered why Raphael still talks about the Strip as if he still lives there? He's 2,000 miles away.
You know, everyone likes to relive their past and the glory days of what once was. Sure. I'll be
I
that.
still go there a lot on the weekends. You guys just don't know where I'm at on the weekends.
Wait, you're telling me you're the jet setter, Raphael Esparza, Tommy? You didn't know?
Wow.
Friday
Wow.
night. Catch
Thursday
You got
through
his own
Sunday,
private
Southwest
jet?
game.
You got your own private jet, Raph?
No, Southwest points.
What are you gonna do when they don't let you take your seat anymore?
Yeah.
That's
And
a
they
rant.
charge
That's a rant for
charge
another day.
bags.
Yeah.
They're
Worst
charging for
move ever.
bags now.
Yeah.
And the CEO said we need it to be better in competition with the bigger airlines. That's
You
what he said.
already winning the competition. You
All right, gentlemen. Well done today. Producer man, always ahead of the game, getting me that one shot. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have entertained you for the last 60 minutes. If you missed any of our little show, you can always catch us on demand at our Coach and Company YouTube page. We have 2 big shows a day there, including weekday wagers. New start time at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Also, if you're a pro wrestling fan, we've got you covered there at our BTT YouTube page. Coach and Bro Show. It's coming to Stadium 2 weeks from today. More details to come. Then, of course, me and Tommy C and Gabby Starr in the last word. And I don't know about you, but Raphael not being this past Monday, we had the highest audience we've ever had. Interesting. Now, there's only one thing left to do. I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. Find time for... Damn it, do I love them all. My man, Raphael. Seabass, only 5-star chef in the game. Big Tommy C. Give me a fun fact. Mark from JTS. Producer man, I'm simply the coach. Try to keep this train on said track. We grind for you. We can win with you. It's what we're all about. This is Coach and Company live on Stadium. Have a great day.